I'm sure many of you have been struggling to get your shipments in Amazon's FBA program in the last couple months due to the COVID-19 situation. But don't worry, I have good news. Amazon just recently reopened their Fulfillment by Amazon FBA program back up to more products and not just the essential products. So now is a great time to send your first shipment into Amazon's fulfillment centers. In this video today, I'm going to take you step by step through the process on how to send your first shipment to Amazon's fulfillment centers using a pair of headphones that I'm currently selling on Amazon. So stay tuned. Hey there guys, Josh with Debt to Dollars here. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, I focus this channel primarily on gaining financial freedom by leveraging credit as well as through side hustles, like selling on Amazon. So make sure to subscribe down below if you're interested in these video topics. Okay, so at this point, I imagine you've already listed your first product on Amazon and you're ready to take advantage of Amazon's FBA program. Now don't worry if you haven't listed your first product, I'll put a video in the cards above that you can watch and it'll take you step by step of how to do that. Amazon's FBA program is gonna allow you to send your product directly to Amazon's fulfillment centers, and then as orders come in, they will take your inventory and they'll send them directly to the customers. Amazon's a great way to boost your existing income with little to no work involved. So basically what I do is I go to my supplier and I have them create a product, or I purchase one at a wholesale value. They'll ship it to me and then I'll ship it directly to Amazon so that they can sell those for me on my behalf. It really helps streamline the process and allows you to boost your sales as well as boost your income. So without further ado, let's jump right into it and let me show you how to send your first shipment so you can take advantage of this service. All right guys, so starting out here, you want to go to your Amazon Seller Central for your profile and go to the inventory tab up top and find your manage inventory. Now we want to go to the product that we want to sell, and so we'll go to the far right here where it says edit. We'll hit that drop down and we'll go down to change to fulfilled by Amazon. Once you click that, a new screen will pop up and it's really just asking you how are you going to label your products and what type of barcode are you going to put on them. And so you have two options here typically. One, you can use the manufacturer barcode, which are your UPC, your EAN that you already have on that unit and it came from your manufacturer. Now, if your product does not have a manufacturer barcode, do not worry, you can use the Amazon barcode, which are generated from within your seller account and you can apply them yourself. One thing to note is that all products will not have the option of both the manufacturer barcode and Amazon barcode, and Amazon actually makes that decision for you. And so when you go to the barcode type here on the right, you may only have one option to use and make sure to use that one. But if you do have the option, I typically prefer to go with Amazon's barcode. Once you select your barcode, click convert and send inventory. And a second screen that looks very similar will pop up. And this is really around your required product information. Amazon really wants to figure out, do you have any batteries contained within your products, or does the package include any batteries that comes along with it? And then lastly, are there any hazardous or dangerous goods that are involved in shipping this? Dangerous goods can include things of personal care that can be flammable like fragrances, or they could be things like aerosol cooking sprays. In the top portion of this pop-up window, there is a link for seeing examples of Amazon products that may be regulated or are considered dangerous. So click that link if you have any doubt or any question around your product. So for my product, there are batteries in the actual product themselves. And so I'm going to have to go through this laundry list now just to explain what type of batteries are in this product, as well as if there's anything potentially hazardous about those batteries. If this applies to you, make sure to hit yes and fill that list out. And then we'll go to the second question here around the product related information and determine if it's hazardous. For my products, they are not hazardous. And if you aren't sure, I would not click not sure here. I would just go ahead and reach out to Amazon Seller Central if your product is in fact hazardous. So for mine, I'll click no here and then go down and click submit and hit save and continue. And this is going to bring up your main page. So this is how you send and replenish your FBA inventory. So in the upper left hand corner, there's a shipping plan. If you already have an existing shipping plan, which I imagine that you do not at this point, you can streamline this and just apply your existing shipping plan. But today we'll go through a new shipping plan. The second question you'll see at the top here is the packing type. So there's two different ways that you can ship your product, and it's individual products and case packed products. Now what does that mean? To put this simply, you're going to select individual products if your products that are going in the box have different SKUs or different FN SKUs and UPCs and so forth, or they're in different conditions like different colors. Now you're going to select case packed products if your products have identical SKUs and conditions that will be sold as individual items. More times than not, you're just going to select individual products if you're just sending a shipment such as headphones for myself, or if you're replenishing an existing inventory. So for the headphones, I'm going to click individual products and go down and click continue to shipping plan. All right, this is going to bring up a screen asking you how many units are you going to be sending to Amazon's fulfillment centers. For me, since I'm just replenishing my inventory, I'm just going to send the 10 units that I have left. So I'm going to put 10 in here and click continue. And this will bring you to the next screen, which is preparing your products. Amazon products need to be put in a specific condition before they're shipped out. So if you're selling hats, you need to put them in shrink wrap and close them and then put your label on it. However, there are some products that don't need to be prepped. So we'll go to the choose category right here, and this will allow us to understand if and how we need to prep our products. So click the drop down and you'll see a list of different categories. Now for us, there isn't anything around electronics here or specifically headphones. So I'm going to hit no prep needed because everything's already packaged and ready to go in the box. And as you can see, it will tell you examples of each category. So in the bottom of that dialog box, it says examples, books, DVDs, video games, and I fall within that general category of an electronic. So click choose. Now if prep is needed for your product, you're gonna have a drop down here where it says apply to all. And when you hit that drop down, it's gonna say either merchant or Amazon. And so you're gonna select merchant if you wanna do the prepping yourself, or you have the option to pay Amazon a fee per unit to prep each product. On smaller products, it's actually somewhat inexpensive. It's only about $1 per unit. So if you want to avoid the hassle or avoid the potential mistake in preparing your products, go ahead and pay Amazon that small fee to do it for you. Okay, go down and click continue. Now this section is all about labeling. These labels are the barcodes that are going to be put on your product, and that way Amazon can scan them and know exactly that it came from your store and you can receive the revenue for that purchase. Just as before, you can pay Amazon to prep it for you, or you can do it yourself. Just so you guys can see, if I do pay Amazon to label these, it's going to be about 30 cents per unit, $3 for all 10 units. However, I don't recommend having them do that, and even though it is only $3, it is very simple to do, and if you're going to prepare them, you might as well label them as well and save some money. So this bottom row here is going to allow you to print the labels, but it's going to ask you how many labels do you have per sheet, as well as the dimensions for that sheet. If you're in the US, the standard is to use this 30 up labels. That's 1 inch by 2 5/8 of an inch, and that's the US letter size. So if you're in the US, go ahead and do this. If not, use one of the A4 dimensions. In this video, I'm showing you the Pen Plus Gear brand, which is located at Walmart. So go ahead, go to Walmart, grab yourself a package of these. Now once you click print, it's going to output it into a PDF file, and here are our barcodes. As you can see, each barcode has its own identification number. It also has the title of your listing, and then the condition of the product, if it's new or used. So go ahead and put a sheet of your label into the printer and print it out, and this way it's going to allow us to easily peel off each barcode and put it onto our product. Amazon recommends that you use a laser printer to do this, and that's definitely going to work out best, especially if you're shipping and these labels get wet. You know, it's going to be ruined. But honestly, I've only used an inkjet printer, and I never had my labels be rejected once they hit the fulfillment center. All right, click continue. And at this point, it's going to show you the fulfillment centers that your products are going to be shipped to. So for me, there are 3 different fulfillment centers that they want these units to go to. My headphones are going to be going to Las Vegas, Dallas, and Robbinsville, New Jersey. Click approve and continue. Wait for it to load. All right, and then at this point, depending on how many fulfillment centers that your products are going to be going to, you're going to have a number of different shipments that you have to work on. This tells me here that I'll be shipping 3 individual boxes that contain a different amount of units. So 3 units going to Vegas, 4 units going to Dallas, and 3 units going to go into New Jersey. All right, so at this point, we have to go through all 3 of these for my product here. And to start out, we'll go to work on shipment for the first one. And this page is how we're going to purchase our shipping. I typically skip over the first section, I jump down to the second section, and that is shipping service. So for the shipping method, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be shipping using small parcel delivery like UPS or USPS. Now, if your product is large enough where you have to put it on pallets and you have to ship it, make sure to select the less than truckload. For the shipping carrier, I recommend going with Amazon's partnered carrier, which is UPS. If you want to go with another carrier like USPS, you can do so here, but you're not going to receive a discounted rate. Go down to shipment packaging. If you're going to put all of those units into one box to that fulfillment center, select everything in one box. If all your units cannot fit into one single box, go down and click multiple boxes. And this means that you're going to have a couple different boxes go into that one fulfillment center with the total amount of units. All right, scroll down, and then since we're shipping everything in one box, you'll see here it's going to ask us for the 3 units, what is the total box weight as well as the box dimensions. Now this box weight is your shipping weight. So this includes my 3 units plus the weight of the box plus the weight of the tape. So you have to factor these 3 things into this weight here. So enter that as well as the dimensions of your box. Oh, and by the way, guys, I really recommend purchasing one of these scales off of Amazon. I'll make sure to put a link down in the description below, which you can use to purchase one of these. I think they're only about $10.99. They're fairly cheap, and they'll also prevent you from receiving any upcharges when you go to UPS and you find out that the weight that you purchased on that label is actually less than what it actually is. Make sure the information looks correct there and click calculate. and this is going to tell you how much it's going to cost you to ship it. And for me, it's $4.26. Click accept those charges, and then the last one is the shipping labels. There are going to be two different labels that Amazon requires you to print out. One is going to be the carrier label to ship it to the fulfillment center. So this will be the UPS logo if you go with their partnered carrier. And the other one is going to be Amazon's FBA box ID label. The purpose of this label is that once your package has arrived at the fulfillment center, Amazon can quickly scan it and know what exactly is inside that box, as well as where to sort it within their warehouse. And we'll click print box labels, and that will take you to a PDF here. And again, these are your two labels. The bottom one is your UPS label, and the top one is your Amazon FBA ID label. If you do have multiple shipments like I do here, I recommend just saving it somewhere on your desktop and then printing them all out at one single time. Go ahead, use your printer, and print out those shipping labels. All right, and at that point, it's going to show you a tracking number that's associated with that label for the UPS, and it's going to show you that it's shipped. Now at this point, we're going to repeat that same exact process for the next two fulfillment center shipments. And when you go to your shipping queue, you'll see all your packages here, and the stats will say ready to ship. Now we need to go ahead, we need to box everything together and get it ready to be shipped to UPS. Again, let's go back to Walmart or go to Office Max and grab some boxes. Make sure that each product has its label on it and put them all in the box. Grab your shipping label, and you're going to cut that shipping label down the middle. So make sure that you separate these two labels that we're going to be put on the box. Just to verify that you have the correct labels, I always look at the UPS label first, and I check the shipping weight at the top. So I'll make sure that that quantity of units that is going to go in that package is less than 2 pounds, and then I'll check the box dimensions, which is shown here. The third thing I check is over on the Amazon FBA label. I'll check the ship from address as well as the ship to, and make sure that they line up with my records. I blurred it out here so you guys can't see, but you'll see your address here as well as where they're going. The last thing that I check is on the bottom here of the label where it says white earbuds I-12, which is my SKU, as well as the quantity. So I make sure that the product that I'm putting in these boxes is that product that I have listed at Amazon, as well as I have 4 units going to this location. Once you put your units in the box and you've taped them together, go ahead and put those labels on the box. If you have a smaller box like the one I have shown here, put the UPS label on one side and the Amazon FBA label on the other side. Amazon does put in bold letters on the bottom of that FBA label to please leave this uncovered. So for the barcodes, make sure that you don't tape over them because they'll have difficulty scanning it once it hits the warehouse. In the last picture here are a couple other units that I'm shipping to a fulfillment center. So within the 3 larger boxes here, I actually have over 50 hats. And as you can see, if your box size is larger, make sure to go ahead and put those labels on the same side, but make sure that those labels are separated and cut individually. And the final step is to go to UPS, drop off the packages, and then you should see in the status that it says ship. And on this page on your shipping queue, you can track your shipment to make sure that they arrive at the fulfillment center successfully.
The bottom line.
That pretty much sums it up today, guys. If there's anything in the video that is still confusing, or if there are some things that I left out regarding those steps, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I promise you I'll answer your question. I highly recommend using Amazon's FBA program if you're going to become an Amazon seller. It allows you to remove yourself from that entire process and allows Amazon to sell your goods for you, and you just reap the rewards in the net proceeds. As I mentioned before, I upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and typically one out of those 2 videos is going to be on Amazon. So if you're interested in these videos, make sure to go down and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And then one last thing before you leave, please go down, hit the like button. It really supports my channel, and again, it supports this video, and I really appreciate that. Thanks guys, and I'll catch y'all next time.